Why so many seniors fall after 70 and how to prevent it. The shocking truth nobody talks about. It happens in seconds. One moment, a senior is walking across the living room, calm, normal, completely independent, and the next moment, afal. No warning, no time to react. Just a sudden collapse that can change everything in an instant. And here's the part that shocks families the most. It's not always bad luck. It's not always just aging. And it's definitely not something you should ignore. Because after 70, the human body starts sending silent signals, tiny warnings that most people completely miss. Until it's too late, let me tell you something real. In the United States alone, millions of seniors fall every year, and for many of them, that first fall is the beginning of a dangerous chain reaction. Hospital visits, loss of independence, fear of walking, and in some cases, permanent injury. But why does this happen so often after 70? Why do people who once walked miles suddenly struggle just to stand up safely? The truth is uncomfortable, but you need to hear it. Because falling is not random. It's usually the result of hidden changes happening deep inside the body. Changes like weakening muscles, slower reflexes, reduced balance control in the brain, and even side effects from common medications. And here's the most dangerous part. These changes don't shout, they whisper. A little dizziness when standing up, a slight wobble while turning, a moment of confusion in low light, a tiny hesitation before taking a step. Most people ignore these signs. They say, "I'm fine, I just got up too fast." But inside the body, something very real is happening. Stability is decreasing. Balance systems are slowing down, and the margin for error is shrinking every single day. And then one ordinary moment becomes life-changing. A rug, a stair, a bathroom floor, even just getting out of bed. And suddenly, everything shifts. But before we talk about prevention, you need to understand what is really breaking down inside the body after 70 and why even healthy-looking seniors are at risk. Because once you understand the cause, prevention becomes powerful. The first hidden reason seniors start falling, and it's terrifyingly common. It starts quietly, almost invisibly. A senior doesn't feel sick. They don't feel weak. They don't even feel like anything is wrong. But inside the body, something is already breaking down. And here's the first major reason seniors fall after 70. Muscle loss, the silent thief of stability. Not just getting old, not just slowing down, but a real medical condition called age-related muscle loss. And it doesn't ask for permission. It just happens. Every single year after 60, the body naturally loses muscle mass, slowly, quietly, consistently. And by the time a person reaches 70, they may have 40% of their leg strength without even realizing it. Think about that for a second. Your legs are no longer the strong foundation they once were. Your balance is no longer fully supported. Your ability to catch yourself during a slip is weaker. And yet you are still walking like nothing has changed. That's where danger begins. Because falling doesn't usually happen when someone is standing still. It happens when they try to correct themselves, and the body simply can't respond fast enough. A small trip becomes a full fall. A slight slip becomes a hospital visit. A tiny imbalance becomes a major injury. And families often say the same heartbreaking words later. "I don't understand. They were fine just yesterday." But the truth is, it wasn't just yesterday. The body had been weakening for years, quietly, patiently, without obvious pain. And here's what makes it even more dangerous. Muscle loss doesn't just affect strength. It affects reaction time, stability, confidence, even walking speed. A senior with reduced leg strength may start taking smaller steps, holding furniture more often, avoiding stairs, or feeling unsteady in the dark. But most people dismiss it as normal aging. It's not. It is a warning sign, a flashing red light, a silent alarm. And when that foundation becomes weak enough, even simple daily activities become risky. Getting out of bed, walking to the bathroom at night, turning quickly in the kitchen, stepping onto a slightly uneven floor. Everything becomes a potential trigger. And this is just one reason, because muscle loss doesn't work alone. It teams up with other hidden changes inside the body to increase fall risk dramatically. The second hidden reason seniors fall, it starts in the brain, not the legs. This is the part most people never expect, because not all falls begin in the legs. Some begin in the brain. Yes, the brain. The control center, the system that tells your body, stay balanced, stay steady, don't fall. But after 70, something starts to change inside that system, quietly, gradually, without obvious warning. It's called balance system decline, and it's one of the most dangerous hidden causes of senior falls. Let's break it down simply. Your balance doesn't come from one place. It comes from three systems working together: your eyes, your inner ear, and your brain. When you are young, they communicate instantly, fast, sharp, automatic. But after 70, that communication starts to slow down, just a little at first, a fraction of a second delay, a slightly slower reaction, a tiny misread of movement, and it doesn't feel serious. Tillies. Imagine this moment. A senior turns quickly to answer someone calling their name, but the brain processes the movement just a little too late. The body already moved, but the balance system hasn't fully adjusted. And suddenly, there is a wobble, a hesitation, a loss of control, and that is all it takes. Because balance is not about strength alone. It is about timing, coordination, instant correction. And when that timing slows down, even slight, the risk of falling increases dramatically. But here's the emotional part families often miss. Seniors don't always realize it is happening. They may say, "I feel a little dizzy sometimes. Things feel off for a second. I just need to hold on to something when I turn." And what do most people say back? "Oh, that's normal." No, it's not just normal. It is the brain struggling to keep up with the body. And the most dangerous situation, lychee, nighttime bathroom trips, sudden turns, busy environments. Because when visual input drops, the brain relies even more on its internal balance system. And if that system is already slowing down, the risk multiplies instantly. That's why so many falls happen at night, in silence, in places like bathrooms and bedrooms, where reaction time is everything. And here's the painful truth. By the time a senior realizes they feel unsteady, their body has already been compensating for months, sometimes years. Steppy by steppy, the margin of safety shrinks. And one day, it crosses the line. But this is still not the whole story, because there is one more. Hidden factors most firmly never think about it all. The third hidden reason seniors fall plus powerful prevention. There is one more reason, and this one is often the most dangerous of all, because it doesn't start in the muscles. It doesn't start in the brain. It starts in something most people completely ignore. Medications plus sudden body changes. Yes, everyday medicines that millions of seniors take without a second thought. Blood pressure pills, sleep medications, diabetes drugs, even common pain relievers. They are supposed to help, and they do. But here's what nobody warns families about. After 70, the body processes these medications differently, slower, less predictably. And sometimes, these medicines cause sudden dizziness, drop in blood pressure, blurry vision, delayed reaction time, and imagine this happening at the exact wrong moment. Standing up too fast, walking to the bathroom at night, turning in a narrow hallway. One small imbalance, and the body cannot recover in time. And that is how many falls happen silently, instantly, unexpectedly. But now comes the most important part of this entire story. Because understanding the cause means nothing unless we talk about prevention. And the truth is powerful. Seniors can reduce fall risk dramatically with a few simple changes. Not complicated, not expensive, just consistent awareness. First, strength matters. Even light daily movement, like walking or chair exercises, can help rebuild leg stability. Second, home safety saves lives. Removing loose rugs, improving lighting, and keeping walkways clear can prevent sudden slips. Third, slow down transitions. Standing up too fast is one of the biggest triggers of dizziness-related falls. Pause, breathe, move gradually. Fourth, review medications regularly. A simple doctor conversation can adjust doses that may be affecting balance. And finally, never ignore small warning signs. A slight wobble is not normal. A moment of dizziness is not harmless. A feeling of off balance is not something to dismiss. Because every major fall begins with a small signal first. And here is the emotional truth we must never forget. A fall doesn't just hurt the body. It shakes confidence. It steals independence. It creates fear where freedom once lived. But it does not have to be that way. Awareness changes everything. Care changes everything. Action changes everything. So, if you are watching this for yourself or for someone you love, understand this clearly. Prevention is not optional. It is protection. Is dicty. It is life-changing. Because growing older should never mean losing independence. It should mean living with strength, safety, and confidence every single day.